spark ignites, it starts to burn. Through endless realms, no way to return. From crimson skies to wastelands torn. Myth and legend where stars are born. A million paths collide in the haze. Echoes of heroes lost in the maze. Planes walking the multiverse. Through chaos and time we immerse. Legends rise and fade like sparks. Across the void we leave our marks.
They added like 3 times the amount of weaponry available in this vault. So they set it up so the tensions would be very high. And then at the same time, there was a parallel cloning project that was going on, focused on, obviously, can you guess the name of the guy it was focused on?
Gary!
Yeah, you got it, buddy. You got it. So each of the Garys was grown in a lab, and there was some kind of defect in them that made Garys immediately hostile to anybody who wasn't a clone. And
Right.
they just kept making them. So
Mhm.
they made like 50 some odd Garys to the point where their observation rooms were overcrowded with them. So what happened was, as they go along, they dealt with escalating violence. So somewhere up in the mid 50s, one of the Garys actually injured one of the doctors. So they
Mhm.
started talking about destroying the extra clones to make room for further tests, and they basically just obviously treated the Garys as completely disposable. So you've got like, yeah, I know, it's honestly, it's insane. Like, it's I would say that it's kind of impossible to think about the fact that there would be scientists willing to do this, but there are people who are missing fundamental parts of their humanity.
He's like, really? I'm like, oh yeah.
Whispers crawl through the cracks like spiders in the dark. Secrets slither, shadows dance, they leave a bitter mark. Lies wrapped tight like silk spun thin, choking the morning air. The truth you chase, it runs away, hiding where you dare. In the heat of the night, where the fire burns cold, the answers you seek are stories untold, shaped by the light.
Listen.
Oh no! Oh no!
After
I'm
everybody
okay.
calms the fuck down.
Is anybody alive coming out of the movie theater? Or just dead people?
Just blood and body parts.
All right, well, I'm gonna try to go in again. And if I go back in time, I'm gonna shoot the lock a few more times and see if it works.
All right, yeah, throw me a d20.
I've got a 3.
So you go in, and this time the force is more pronounced. It's more pronounced. It flings you back around a minute later. So you're, and you can feel the whiplash. More, it hits your neck, it hits your back. It's like you're almost trying to go through plexiglass. And the people going in, you're in the situation, you're just coming around the front, and people are going in, the door is closing. A minute later, the whole thing happens all over again.
Can I try to run in and get in there before the door closes and just force my way through? Or am I too late?
Yeah, it's too late.
Yeah, it
So
just
flings
doesn't.
you back the moment that you're coming back around.
All right,
Boom, boom, let the hollow idols fall. One
much better than we know about Tilly Norwood, and we're heavily monitoring the situation. Like, you guys are unfucking believable. You know that. You're supposed to fight on behalf of us. That's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to be representing everybody here. I realize you can't have a crystal ball and you can't think 20 steps ahead. But you're supposed to have that clairvoyancy. You're supposed to think somewhat ahead. That's the whole fucking point. That's the whole point. You're supposed to foresee of problems in the future and try to stop them. That's why you have a collective bargaining agreement. That's why you went back and forth with the studios. That's why it was one of the longest acting strikes in history.
This is the LP shop, doors are open wide, so come on inside. Find a little piece of history and come alive, turn it up, let your story spin. Every scratch, every song pulls you back in. At the LP shop, doors are open wide.
As a kid, learning to play guitar, I used to put the album on, not this album. There's a Fraley's Comet. It's called Live Plus One, and he opens with this song. And I used to learn. I would try and figure it out and play along to the album. I loved this song. And my buddy, who was a drummer, who I still keep in contact with, he learned all the drum parts on this song as well, with that drum solo in the middle.
So I'm guessing you're like a big fan of the song. Just let's go into it. What did you like about the song?
Well, I mean, of course, first off, it's guitar driven.
Yeah.
Vocally, Ace doesn't push any barriers.
No.
But he's got a certain execution and a way he enunciates and the way he sings that I've always been attracted to. He's not the greatest singer in the world.
No.
I don't think he ever claimed to be. But there's just something cool.
And this crew, paint on my face, just a move. We are Yu-Gi-Oh! Club for life, mark it on my skin, that sign. From the campfire glow at night to the screen right in your eyes. Original stories, wild and true, you can feel them cut right through. Bring that spark straight to you, every drop, every view. Must see TV, join the tribe, cross the line. Yu-Gi-Oh! Club for life. Say the word, you're inside. Must see TV, from the cave to the timeline. Yu-Gi-Oh! Club for life. Raise your hand. That's the sign. That's the sign. Shouting names side by side. When the came-in calls, we rise. Hear that thunder in our cry. From the first beat, we commit. Once you're in, that's it. in this. Must see TV. Join the tribe. Cross the line. You're your club for life. Hey. Say the word. You're inside. Must see TV. From the cave to the timeline. You're your club for life. Hey. Once you're in, I'll get them for life. I'll go, call it out. Hey. I'll go, never doubt. I'll go, side by side. Hey. You did club for life. For life. For life. Hey. Must see TV. Join the tribe. Cross the line. You did club for life. Hey. Say the word. You're inside. Must see TV. From the cave to the timeline. You did club for life. Hey. Once you're in, you're in for life. Old sign buzzing in the window, faded posters on the wall. Crates stacked higher than the counter, every sleeve's a secret call. You hear a crackle in your heartbeat, like a needle finding home. You've been living in the fast lane, here's a place to lose control. Oh yeah, this is the LP shop, doors are open wide, so come on inside. Find a little piece of history and come alive, turn it up, let your story spin. Every scratch, every song pulls you back in. At the LP shop, doors are open wide, so come on.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to a brand new episode of the LP Shop. Yeah! Hello, Twitch. Yeah. If you're watching us right now on Twitch, get doodly doo the booply boops and give us a raid and all that kind of stuff. And give us, I don't know, I assume the doobly doops, the booply boops are correct. And I'm joined by my son, Tyson Brighton. How's it going, son?
Good. How are you?
How did you like the new queue up?
It was great.
Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah. I enjoyed. That Caveman Roars back clip is like so memeable. It's like I laugh all the time when I hear it. I'm like, God. So for those of you that are watching on Twitch, this is, I believe, episode 4. You're kind of catching us in the middle of all this. But welcome, sit down, and if you miss any episodes, you can always go to our YouTube channel, Must See TV, and get caught up on all the episodes that you have missed for this season. So why don't we just what album do you want to do first? Do you want to do Ace Frehley or? I think there's a neat little story of contrast here.
I'd like to do Gene first. I'd like to get Gene out of the way.
Yeah, all right. This is called Tunnel of Love. This is track 4.
Tunnel of Love. Yes. You know what? This is very big. I've got a little bit of back history on this one when we get to it. Okay, so Tunnel of Love. Of course, this track starts off with a killer bass riff, which isn't Gene. That's not Gene playing bass guitar on this album. You'd think it would be, but it's not. Gene plays rhythm guitar on the album, but no bass. Being the bass player in Kiss, you'd think he'd play bass, but
yeah.
Regardless. I think the intro has like a Kiss meets Alice Cooper feel to it.
Yeah, I would agree.
But a little bit more movement. It moves a little differently than a Kiss or an Alice Cooper song. Vocally, it sounds great. Gene brings it. Sounds
until
fresh.
You get to the chorus.
Yes. Funny. I don't recall this song. And yes, the chorus kind of ruins this track. It seems like it's like this self-indulgent production. Like he's trying to make it bigger than it actually is with these background singers.
Yes.
And the female background vocal is annoying.
Like, who the fuck is that?
I didn't look that up. Actually, I know who. It's quite possible. I know on the next song.
His wife, his girlfriend.
Who is he dating?
Probably.
Diana Ross at that time, or
Oh,
was
yeah.
it Cher? It was one of the two. I can't remember. It could be Katie Segal because she sings background vocals on this album
Yeah.
as well. You know who Katie Segal is from Married with Children?
Yes.
Yes, and she's all over this album, but I'm not sure who's singing the background vocals. But an interesting point, that guitar solo, which is really great. I think the guitar solo really is good in the song. That is Richie Rano from a band called Stars.
Ooh.
Stars is a cool band who were on Capitol Records. Sorry, or were they Casablanca? Anyways, Stars was a big New York band, but they never made it big. A lot of people love that band. I own a few records by that band. They're very cool. I was in New Jersey 2005 to see one of my favorite bands, which is a band called Danger Danger. And the drummer, Joe Dubé, was drum teching for the drummer of Danger Danger that night, which was cool. So I got to meet him, one of the guys from Stars, which was really cool. But Stars was a cool band. If for people that don't know it, check it out. It's very 70s rock and roll, very in line with the kind
yes.
Cheap Trick Kiss type of thing. So it's a cool band. So it's cool that Richie Rano plays guitar on that. But here's the interesting point. If you go on YouTube, there is a demo version of this song. And on bass and vocals is Gene Simmons. On drums is Alex Van Halen. And on guitar is Eddie Van Halen.
Oh. That seems cool.
It is very cool. And I listened to it today.
Mm-hmm.
So the chorus is minus the background vocals with the female background voice, and it's much better. And the guitar solo, Richie Rano's guitar solo is great, but you can tell it's Eddie Van Halen.
Yeah, why didn't they, I'm so confused.
Well, I think Eddie didn't play on Gene's album, and I think it could have been a contractual thing with his label that he couldn't do it. So we got Richie Rano. But I mean, for fans, check out this song on YouTube with Eddie Van Halen. Like, it's like, wow.
It's like night and day?
No, it's just different. And it's Eddie. Like, you can tell it just adds, Eddie just had a different element to his guitar playing that was different than everybody else. And he stood out. And you can tell it's Eddie Van Halen.
I don't know who arranged this song in this album, but they need to be shot with a gun.
The chorus ruined it for me. Totally.
I think this is going to be a stark contrast when we get to Ace Frehley's album. I don't the arrangement, the music, the instrument arrangement here, it baffles me. It really does in this album. And the guitar solo does not save it for me. What would you give this song?
Well, I didn't hate this song. I just didn't love the chorus, but I loved certain elements of the song. I'm still giving it a 6.5.
I'm giving it a 5.
Yes.
I'm giving it a 5.
So like I said, though, for fans that maybe don't love this version, go on YouTube and check out the other version.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I got a question. If it was a contractual thing, why did they record 2 versions then?
Well, the other one's a demo.
Oh, okay.
So this is Gene going in. Gene did that a lot. Like, I've spoken to artists that Gene used to take like bands he was working with, and he'd hire them to come into the studio, and they would do his demos. They would play on his demos.
Oh, that's fair.
Yeah, a perfect example is a band called Silent Rage, who were on Simmons Records, which was a subsidiary of RCA.
Mhm.
Those guys would go in and record. They did a lot of the demos for Gene on Revenge, on the Kiss
Oh.
album Revenge. So Gene would do that a lot. And he, at that time, a little bit of back history on Van Halen, he actually recorded, there's a whole whack of demos that were done in New York City with Gene Simmons producing these Van Halen demos. And funny stories, he wanted to change the name of Van Halen to Daddy Longlegs.
Yeah, I heard that.
Yeah. And
Which is,
thank God he didn't.
it's like, sometimes he's stubborn in that way. Like, I noticed a lot of interviews that he talks about certain things. And he's just like, so, even today he thinks that's a great name for a band, which is fucking ridiculous.
It's fun.
All right, so let's move on to track number 5.
True Confessions. Yeah, this one's very laid back 70s sounding. It's got
who's arranging these songs?
Well, you
like,
know,
who's doing it? Like, I would love to know and shoot them myself.
I think I don't know about arrangements. I think it's more comes down to the production value of it's overproduced.
No, it's just, for me, what hurts the song so much, it's just the arrangement of the instruments.
Well, yeah, and that's what I mean, the arrangement and the production of the instruments themselves, and the engineering fact of it, and the mix. Like, I mean,
That could be true too. Yeah, okay, I see your point.
You know what I'm saying? Like the mix, the bass is up. The bass is so hot in the mix.
Yes.
Yeah, I like it though. I like the bass, but there's too much going on, and the background vocals and the piano in that chorus just ruin the whole track.
Yeah.
And I actually found this out. Those vocals are sung by Helen Reddy and the Citrus College Singers.
It's why do you have, like, I'm not saying, and I don't think you're saying this too, choirs can't work in a song. Obviously they can, and there's many examples of them. There's a lot of examples of them working on a track or a song, but they don't work in this song.
I feel like Gene was going in a direction that he was like, I'm gonna go different than what I do in Kiss. And for me, I don't want that. I want to hear a Gene Simmons.
Yeah, I want to hear the demon.
That's right.
You want to hear the demon.
Yes, I want to hear him do like dirty E, like just be Gene.
Yes.
But don't get me wrong, vocally he sounds great, as Gene always sounds.
Yeah.
He has a distinctive voice. And then that middle section, it puts the song out in left field. I believe in experimentation, but it just didn't work. It even ruined it even more.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah. I had blacked out and I had to listen to the song again.
Well,
what would you give this track?
5.4.
I wouldn't listen to this song again. I'm not going to close the curtain because I wouldn't listen to it. What am I fucking talking about? I wouldn't listen to the song again. I'm closing the curtain.
Okay. Man, you want to close that curtain, you close it all.
Well, I walk away. I'll walk away.
Look back. See you later, True Confession.
All right, let's finish up here with track 5.
Living in Sin.
Oh my God.
So it's only fitting that Gene would do a song about sin.
Yep.
But that's the only good thing is the title.
Yeah.
Bon Jovi has a song called Living in Sin, and it's much better than this.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
This should be called Living in Shit.
Or Living in Hell, when I was listening to the song.
I mean, the intro kind of sounds like Alice Cooper again. and then it kicks in. It's rather different and then the background singers and the piano. And what the fuck is with that chorus? Living in sin at the Holiday Inn.
What are we, children?
Pardon?
That's so juvenile.
It is.
That is so juvenile.
It almost feels like the song was unfinished.
Yeah.
You know, like it's all over the place. Musically has a mismatch of different things.
Yeah.
I do phone call in the midsection, but I couldn't understand it, what they were actually saying.
I had my Dolby Atmos on. I think there's Dolby Audio Space, and I still couldn't. I'm like, I don't know what he's singing about.
I mean, I wanted to like this song, but again, it's so self-indulgent. It seems like Gene's trying too hard to be taken seriously by other music genres that it just doesn't work. It's too pop in some of it, and like we said, a Gene Simmons solo album should be hard hitting and dirty.
Yeah.
More sin, less pop.
Where's the demon? That's the thing. Where is the demon? It seemed like despite what my feelings were on the first 3 tracks, the Ace Frehley song, it seems to me one person understood the assignment and the other didn't.
Well,
that was Gene Simmons.
Yeah, but I mean, we haven't touched on the Peter Criss album, and that's even worse.
Yeah. No, I don't want to. Please don't make me in the next season.
No,
please don't.
I wouldn't do that to you. I mean, technically we should have, maybe if we would have enjoyed it more if we'd done Ace and Paul's, but you think with a Gene Simmons album, you're going to get the God of Thunder. He'd be calling Dr. Love.
The demon, like, yes.
You know?
I don't. Give me the smoke. Give me it. Give me the first track.
Yeah.
That was a good song, dude.
Yeah.
Anyway, what are you
Radioactive? That's a great song.
Yeah. What are you gonna give this? What are you gonna give this
This
song?
only gets a 3.4.
I wouldn't listen to the song again either. I would walk away.
See, I told you.
Close the curtain.
It starts off good, but it just goes for shit.
Yeah.
It's like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, imagine though, like I think I said this before. Imagine going in and you're like, I'm going to buy all 4 albums at once.
Yeah.
And then you're like, what am I going to listen to first? Like, I would probably listen to Ace first because I'd be curious to see what a whole Ace Frehley album is going to sound. Peter Criss, I probably would listen to last because he's just not an interesting member of Kiss to me. He never has been.
Yeah, he looks like a cat.
And I don't like cats. So I'm sorry to all you cat people. I'm not a cat person. So he was my least favorite member, and Ace was my favorite. So after Ace, I would have put on Gene. And I would have wanted to play Frisbee with my vinyl.
Yeah.
I do have this on vinyl, actually, but it was given to me. So
yeah.
Anyways,
probably not worth. Is it worth a lot now? It probably is the Kiss album, right?
Yeah, I mean they're still in production, so they've reissued. So, I mean, the things that are worth, like as a Kiss fan and a Kiss collector, the things that are worth a lot are in the Kiss catalog. There's a 3-album set called The Originals.
Yeah.
Which is the first 3 albums in one package.
Do you have it?
I have it, but it was given to me the same time as that Gene Simmons album. And it in mint condition shape. Mine isn't in mint condition. It's probably worth a good amount of money, especially first pressing.
Okay.
Other Kiss albums that are worth something, like Smashes, Thrashes, and Hits was a greatest hits album in like the late 80s. And it's very defined. I have that on vinyl. Actually, I had 2 copies, but I gave one to a buddy because I didn't need 2 copies. And then like I have a Hot in the Shades worth a little bit because it's hard to get on, because it was at the end of the vinyl era. So
Yeah.
I mean, I have 7 copies of Creatures of the Night, and they're all different.
Yeah.
Like
So
so,
anyway, go
yeah.
on.
So as a Kiss collector,
Yeah.
that's a little bit of back history on the Kiss vinyl.
All right. That's we're gonna have to do a True Kiss album in the future.
I
Let
think
us know,
so.
let
Yeah.
us know, guys, if you want to see that in the future, and we'll make it happen. All
And
right.
oh, can I make a note before we go on?
Shoot.
I will do every Kiss album but The Elder. I do not want to make you do not want to have to listen to The Elder.
Why did you say that?
Why?
Oh.
It's a have you ever heard of The Elder?
No.
Well, it was done in 1981, and Kiss had actually proposed a movie, and they were working on a movie for this. It was produced by Bob Ezrin, and it was like a what do you call it, a concept album,
Yeah.
and it is absolutely garbage.
Oh, I want to do that album now. Next season.
All right, we're gonna do it then. All right,
All right.
we're
You do
doing
not
The Elder.
say. You do. Come on, dude. I'm a stand-up comedian. You do not say that in the presence.
I'm kind of excited about it because I can't wait for you to have to listen to The Elder.
All right. Let us know what you guys thought down below in the comment section, and we move on to Ace Frehley's track 4.
Ozone.
And I absolutely love this song right off the bat. I listened to the song 10 times.
I love this track. I really do like this track. I love the album. I love the acoustic guitar with the electric guitar.
Yes.
It adds its sound, and the mix of that acoustic guitar just sounds so good, and it's so concise and clear with the electric guitar. So it adds this really nice balance.
Yeah.
Rhythmically too, the song is very interesting. I love the chord movements. Vocally, it's Ace. Stylistic, I mean, he has his own thing, right? He's not the greatest
Right.
singer in the world, but he has a way of conveying him his personality comes out in his vocal.
Oh, yes. Oh, for sure. And especially in this song.
Yeah.
This is what I'm saying about, like, someone understood the assignment.
Yes.
And
Absolutely.
I love how, like, his voice doesn't come in until, I don't know, like 20 seconds.
Maybe
right?
more than.
Yeah, a minute. It just, the guitar, how everything is arranged, it just kicks a lot of ass. And I listened to the song like 10 times. I'm like, this song's a banger.
Well, so the funny thing about Ace was that he lived in Connecticut, right? And
Right.
he had Ace in the Hole Studios, which was in his house. And as we know, Ace passed away last year, but Ace had sold this place years ago. And more or less, this house has, I mean, I don't know if anyone's living in it now. This is where this album was recorded, was at Ace's house.
Mm-hmm.
And there's, I think what it shows is the amount of time and effort that he had to put into it.
Mm-hmm.
Because he was not paying for studio time. He had his own studio, so he was able to develop these songs, and putting that acoustic guitar with the electric just sounds so, it makes it sound huge, really.
Yes. What would you give it? What would you give this song?
Well, I have a couple more points to make.
Okay, go.
Okay.
The floor is yours.
Okay, sorry. So Ace kind of makes this almost feel, like you said, it's almost, you think it's an instrumental because that opening bit goes on for so long. And I'm not sure what the song means lyrically. When you think of Ozone, you think of the planet. With that said, he is the spaceman. So I'm kind of curious of where he was going with that and what that actually means.
Yes. Like, that's what I was thinking about, like these songs here. One person, despite what I thought about the first 3 songs, like, someone obviously understands the assignment here.
Mhm.
We want to hear the alien, we want to hear the spaceman, and we're getting to hear the spaceman.
from
What
the
would you
planet
give the from the planet
Jendel.
Chital? Right.
Jendel.
Jindel.
Jendel. Yes.
Jindel.
Jendel.
What would you give this track?
I give this one an 8.2.
I give it a 9.
Nice. Wow.
Yes. So
Okay.
we move on to track 5.
What's on your mind?
I love this song too, as well. I love this song.
This of all the tracks we've listened to, this sounds the most like it could have been on a Kiss album.
Yes, that's exactly what I was thinking when I was listening to the song.
And I love the tom rolls in the intro. And I have to ask, Anton rules, doesn't he? And the only people that would really understand that is the Fraley's Comet Ace Frehley fans, because when Anton, they did an album called Live Plus One, Anton does a drum solo. And at the end of it, Ace says, Anton rules, doesn't he? So that's why I said that. But yeah, I like the chord.
You're cheeky. I see you. I see you.
I'm playing fanboy right now. Yeah. I like the chord movement under the vocal. I mean, again, that acoustic guitar is predominant.
Yes.
Chords beneath that vocal sounds so cool. I love the vocal delivery. There's a desperation in Ace's voice. Like, is he talking to a woman? Like, is he saying, like, what's on your mind? Tell me. Like, you're kind of, it's very elusive, right?
Right.
Lyrically, it's got that elusive, well, what's on your mind? Like, what do you want to talk about? Like, I mean, that could pertain to anything, but automatically I think of relationship and woman, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, maybe he's in trouble for something. So,
right.
And of course, classic Ace guitar solo. And the rhythm chords underneath that solo allow it to breathe. But they're very precise, and you can hear all those chords, which I think was great.
Mm-hmm.
Sonic, great sounding song. Production is so well done.
It really is.
Yeah, and I love the outro guitar fills at the end. And I love that the last note you hear in the song is a snare hit.
Yes. I love that snare. I'm like, oh, dude, like it tells a story. And you know me, I love storytelling.
Yes.
In anything. And I love his voice in this song. Like you said, you said in episode 2, you said he never claimed to have a great voice.
No.
But that roughness, that dirtiness, that desperation, just like it adds so much in this song. And the fact that it's not really, really good, I think helps this song.
Yeah, it has character. And
yes,
he's from the Bronx, right? He's from the Bronx, Curly. Like that's what he called everybody Curly, apparently. So like he that was his sense of humor, and that's the way he came across. He was too scared to sing in the beginning of Kiss. That's why he didn't sing. It wasn't until later on that he was successful with it, with his vocal, because people appreciated what he did.
Yes.
And they loved him as a guitar player. So they wanted to see the next level of where Ace would go with that, right?
What would you give this song?
What's on Your Mind gets an 8.8.
It gets an 8.5 for me.
Nice.
All right, so we move on to track 6.
New York Groove.
Again, a solid song. I played it multiple times. I grooved to it. His voice, his character, really, like that alien coming through, really adds authenticity to the song. That guitar riff we hear, the guitar workmanship in the song is really, really good.
I agree. I mean, this song was the only song that charted of the 4 solo albums. So this song was quite successful for Ace. This is kind of what what sold this album for Ace.
I believe it. I believe it.
Now, this song originally was written and recorded by Australian songwriter Russ Ballard. Ace would use another. Pardon?
Mate.
Good day, mate. Mate.
Good
yes.
day, mate. Ozzy, Ozzy, Ozzy. Oi, oi, oi.
Ozzy, Ace would actually use another Russ Ballard composition on his 1987 Fraley's Comet release. The song was called Into the Night. There's a video on YouTube.
Is that what his albums are called? Comets?
Well, his band was Fraley's Comet.
Okay, all right.
So Ace did 2 albums on Megaforce Records, distributed by Atlantic.
That actually would have been smart if he just called his albums like Comets.
It was Fraley's Comet.
It adds to the alien persona.
It totally did, and it was so cool when it came out. But the funny thing is, he ended up on Megaforce, and Eddie Trunk, for those that know Eddie Trunk actually had a big hand, and he worked at Megaforce, and he got Ace Frehley signed to the label. Nobody else
interesting.
Yeah, nobody else wanted to touch Ace because of his prior problems. Because I don't know if a lot of people.
That's fair.
Well, he crashed a DeLorean, right? He outran the cops in his DeLorean. So there's a song called Rock Soldiers on that 87 album about, it was back in the summer of 83. There's a reason I remember it well. I was slipping and sliding, drinking and driving, bringing me closer to hell. And then he says, as the devil sat in the passenger side of the DeLorean automobile. So he wrote a song about, his struggles. Ace is cool, man.
Yeah.
So anyways, Into the Night was on that album. And it's funny because Russ Ballard's songs and other songs have Since You've Been Gone by Rainbow was a Russ Ballard song as well. There's a whole bunch of songs that were hits that Russ Ballard wrote. But Russ Ballard's songs fit Ace's style so well. I love the vocal execution in this one. It does have a 70s vibe.
It haunts a little bit. He's haunting in this.
It's not disco, but it has this danceable quality to it.
Yes.
And the background vocals really help guide this song. Not like Gene's background vocals. These background vocals fit the song.
Yeah, they kick ass.
Yeah.
Gene, take note, son.
Yeah. Well, you know what? Paul and Gene were probably freaking.
Yeah.
When this album did better than theirs.
What would you give this track?
Oh, it gets a 9.5.
Oh, it gets a 9.5 for me too. All right, guys, we want to know what you thought of these tracks down below in the comment section. And before we go, Mossy is back there. Mossy?
Hello.
You're going to give us some growls, right? We have some growls to give out.
And Son.
And Son.
I was wondering, I thought you forgot him.
No.
Well,
heck no.
Got a familiar name. It's the Personal Side of Business.
The personal side of business. From us to you, my friend. You got a great big bad caveman.
And Son.
Up next, we've got I'm not sure if it's a username or a person's name. Dolokan MD.
Dolokan MD.
Like MD.
MD.
It's
like a medical doctor. Medical DM on
Yeah, it's underscore MD. So I'm a little confused there.
All right. Yeah. So, my friend, regardless, from us to you, you got a great big bad caveman.
And Son.
And up next, we've got Ada Amiri.
Ada Amiri. From us to you, you got a great big bad caveman.
And
Son.
And last but not least, we've got Jacqueline Olorvida.
Some weird names. No. I'm not saying you guys have weird names. It's just names that the caveman can't pronounce. So Jacqueline, from us to you, maybe it's the caveman and his simple brain. Jacqueline, from us to you, you got a great big bad caveman.
And Sun.
And Sun. That's right. So, guys, thanks for tuning in. This should be fit. I mean, this should go right to Twitch and saved, right? As I understand this.
Cool.
Mossy?
Hey?
Mossy?
Yeah.
This should be saved for everybody to reach on Twitch.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I trust you. I
think,
trust you. Okay.
We I don't know if we have the link posted anywhere yet, but I think we're working on that.
All right. All right. Okay. Okay. So, guys, we will see you tomorrow for a brand new episode of Planeswalking the Multiverse, back from World War. No. Planeswalking the Multiverse. I freaked everybody out. Fallout, where we are continuing our look at the many different vaults with Mike Hatcher, aka the Magic Historian. So until then, take care, be safe, be well, and we love you all. 20,000 plus, a club for life. Peace.
Peace out, doors are open wide, so